what a beach teammates here. Since I've been doing my reviews for past Stephen King film adaptations, here's the last Stephen King film I'm actually doing my review for because I decided to do my reviews for up until King's birthday. So happy birthday, Stephen King! But here is my review for maybe one of my favorite movies of his. Favorite film adaptation of the King novel, and probably one of my favorite movies of all time there, and that will be the classic 1994 film, The Shawshank Redemption. I mean, what more can you ask for this one? I mean, you got Tim Robbins as Andy DeFrance, who is sentenced to two life terms in prison for pretty much the murders of his wife and her lover, and sentenced to prison. And Andy, ends up pretty much forming a friendship with Red, played by Morgan Freeman, who experiences brutality of prison life and adapts. And friendship, of course, occurs between two of them. I mean, this is of course directed by Frank Darabont, who also gave us other King adaptations such as The Green Mile. I believe he also did The Mist, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, what not to love about the Shawshank Redemption? I mean, of course, uh, the prison of Shawshank was actually featured in that show Castle Rock, by the way. So I always found I thought that was pretty cool there. But anyway, now the performance. Now let's be fair. The performances by Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman is what sells this movie. Those two play off each other perfectly. The dialogue between those two is great. You also had other interesting supporting cast members too. Like you had Bob Gooten, who pretty much like plays the cruel warden, Samuel Norton, who's of course the warden of Shawshank prison. William Sadler, of course, portrays the member of Red's gang. You had the always great Clancy Brown. Gil Bellows was in this. You had some really solid supporting cast members. I mean, this movie, of course, this scored loads of Oscar nominations. It got nominated for Best Picture, which, of course, it lost actually for Forrest Gump. Which, by the way, as much as I love Shawshank Redemption, I don't have any complaint about Forrest Gump winning. All right, if it didn't matter to me which one won. I mean, 1994. Let me just say this up front: the Oscars from 1994. I forgot the last one, but they included the nominees for Best Pictures included Forrest Gump, Shawshank, Pulp Fiction. I think Four Wings and Funeral. Mainly the big three was nominees. That was Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, and Shawshank. And of course, Forrest Gump ended up winning that year, which I had no complaints about. Forrest Gump is still it's pretty much an iconic movie on its own merits. So yeah, I did not mind that movie to win at all. But that aside, the Shawshank is definitely pretty much one of the best prison movies there is. Is so iconic. I mean, the rain scene is really terrific. The dialogue here is great. The script. I mean, come on, this movie is definitely probably up in my top 20 movies of all time. It's so. I mean, well, of course, I was young to see this movie. I was actually able to rewatch it in theaters because back in I think 2014. Yeah, I think it was around 2014 or 2015. AMC used to always do like this AMC Classic program where they'll be showing like classic movies in theirs. And Shawshank was one of the classic films I saw in theirs. I mean, the big screen experience for this thing is remarkable, So yeah, if you guys have never really seen Shawshank, I mean, the ending is also great. You're also going to be left to tears. I mean, this is an awesome film. So yeah, it's such a classic. I mean, if you guys have never really seen The Shawshank Redemption, you can probably find it on HBO Max. You can find it on Vudu, Prime Video. Come on, go watch it. It's a classic right here. And of course, it's also my favorite Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins films of all time. Like, not so long ago, I did do my top 10 favorite Morgan Freeman movies, and Shawshank was number one. So, yeah. But anyway, let me leave you guys. And of course, I did my top 10 favorite Tim Robbins movie, and not so long ago, and of course, Shawshank was number one on that list too. So, yeah, it's safe to say I really enjoyed this film. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever watched The Shawshank Redemption? If so, what's up? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Favorite moments? Favorite scenes? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Tim Rusai out.